Hello guys, this is the Star Wars Collector back for another video, and today I'm going to be showing you my Pirates of the Caribbean toy slash action figure collection, and I've been collecting these for about a year. That's when I got into the movies, and I really liked the movies, and I wanted to collect some action figures for this, and thankfully there is some toys. There isn't like a bunch, but there's a decent amount for this franchise. And basically, I'm going to just go through my collection. Now, I'm going to mention there's like technically five brands that have made like consistent like Pirates of the Caribbean like merchandise. You've got Sizzle, which right here, this is my first Pirates of the Caribbean toy, and they made toys for Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, and then they made toys from like '05. Well, '06, I'm pretty sure '06 to like '09, around there. Then you had Jazzwares, which made toys for the fourth movie on Stranger Tides. Spin Master did toys for Dead Man Tell No Tales, but those ones look very like little kid toys, and I'm not really into those ones, so I'm probably not going to collect those ones. And then you got NECA, which made like basically they look a lot like the characters, but they're not like the most articulated ones. And those ones are pretty cool. I don't have any of the NECA ones. And then finally, there's the Lego ones, which I don't have any of the Lego ones. I do want to get some of those, though. I really would love to get the Black Pearl set, which hopefully they should be releasing a new Black Pearl set this year. But anyways, that's enough of me telling you the little history. Now I'm going to start showing you all of my toys. So first off, my first one I ever got was the Prison Escape Jack Sparrow. This one's a really cool one, and I just really like what these come with. Like, look there's the coffin that he starts up like the movie and Dead Man's Chest, where he's in that and he's like paddling with the skull, with the leg bone, which is pretty cool. So yeah, these have some really cool accessories, and as you guys can see on the back, I have most of this first wave, which you guys will get to see. But yeah, and the packaging on these were so cool. And I am just going to tell you this. The Curse of the Black Pearl is amazing, but my favorite movie in the franchise is Dead Man's Chest. And now let's move on to another one of the main characters, Will Turner. This is a really cool one. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got Pirate Disguised Elizabeth Swann, and this one's also a pretty cool one. She looks pretty cool in the pirate outfit. Here's the back. And then next up, we've got this one. This one's probably my favorite one that I own. Davy Jones looks just awesome. This is the most expensive individual figure I've bought. I got this for like $25, but it was worth it. He looks so cool. And he also has the heart box and key, which you guys can see right there. But that one is just my favorite one I have in my collection. It is so cool. And let's move on to more characters. Next up, we've got the normal Captain Jack Sparrow. This one is a really cool one. I like this one. Both Jacks are just really cool. And I found this. I was able to get it for like $8, which is crazy. But yeah, that one's a really cool one. Next up, we've got one of Davy Jones' like little henchmen, basically. Palifiso. I'm probably saying it wrong. Palifiso. I don't know. You guys can correct me in the comments, but this one just looks awesome. All of like the Davy Jones's like men look really cool, and this one's just a really cool looking one. That says Flying Dutchman, Cursed Pirate, and yeah, there's the back. And then I do want to show you this. So as you guys can see, of this first wave, I've got Palifiso, I've got both Captain Jacks, I've got Davy Jones, I've got Will Turner, I've got Elizabeth. The only ones I don't have from this like first wave is Bootstrap Bill and Pintel. And I did see those ones, so hopefully next time I go to the store, they still have those. And then finally, this one I got a while back, and this was the Cannibal Chief. And this one's beat up, but I got it because they had it. But most of these that I've showed you, I found at my local game store. But yeah, here's the Cannibal Chief. It's all right one. The packaging though is definitely the worst out of my ones. And then let me show you two more from Dead Man's Chest. Okay, most of these Dead Man Chest, the Sizzle figures, most of these that I've showed you, I have the small ones, but I do have two of the bigger ones. They've made a couple. They made this guy, they made Davy Jones, they made Jack, and then they also made Will Turner. But I've got this one sealed, got it for $10. This was also something I found when I was like looking, where I found a bunch of them. This one's really cool. I like this one. It's awesome. It's called Macus. And here's the back, shows Jack and Will. And then randomly one time I was at this like antique mall or antique store, and I found this, and it was cheap. It was probably like $5. And he has this like little cane type looking thing. It looks like it's basically a cane, but this one's really cool. I like this a lot. And his claw is cool. It's just really well detailed. I think the smaller ones look better detail-wise, but this is still a really cool looking one. And yeah. Here is my only at World's End figure, and I found this also at my local game store, and it's Captain Sao Feng. It's cool looking. I will say this though, definitely the packaging were a lot better for the Dead Man's Chest line of toys, but still pretty cool. And now let's move on to On Stranger Tides. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. These were made by Jakks. So I get Jakks and Jazzwares sometimes mixed up, but Jakks Pacific made these. So the people that make like the Mario, Sonic, Simpsons toys. And these were pretty good too. They only did them from like 2011, but you get Gibbs, which is a like very significant character to have. I don't think Zizzle made Gibbs. I don't think so. You get Barboza, and you got Blackbeard. These are all pretty cool, and they come with cool little things. These still light up actually. This one doesn't, and I don't think this one does, but the Barboza one still does, which is cool. Next up, I got this like Barboza Deluxe set. Battle Pack is what it's called. He has like a little boat with him, which is pretty cool. I really like this one. Barboza is just a great character. And then finally, let me show you my final part of my collection. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. There's the Queen Anne's Revenge, which is a really cool ship. They also Zizzle made the Black Pearl. Here's this Pirates of the Caribbean On Stranger Tides 5-pack. You get Gunner, Blackbeard, Captain Barboza, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Angelina. This is a really cool 5-pack, only at Target. So cool.